morning, dear hearts. We're on lesson 45. Please subscribe. We're continuing with our God is lessons. Today's is God is the mind with which I think. Yesterday's was God is the light in which I see. And I want to remind you of that because it is referenced in the first paragraph. Today's idea holds the key to what your real thoughts are. They are nothing that you think, just as nothing that you think you see is related to vision in any way. And we spoke of that yesterday. The things that I think I see are false, just as the thoughts that I think are false. Because if I am thinking apart from the mind of God, the Course says I'm not even really thinking at all. I'm making images, I'm projecting them out, and then I'm deciding if I want to believe in them. And generally I'm being guided by the ego, and then I do believe in these false images. There is no relationship between what is real and what you think is real. Nothing that you think are your real thoughts resemble your real thoughts in any respect, because I'm not thinking with the mind of God. Nothing that you think you see bears any resemblance to what vision will show you. So if I am dealing with body, eye, sight, and ego, mind, thinking, I am in just a vast cloud, not really thinking, not really seeing, not really experiencing God's will for me. The second paragraph says, you think with the mind of God, therefore you share your thoughts with him as he shares his with you. They are the same thoughts because they are thought by the same mind. To share is to make alike or to make one. And now this is a reminder of something we learned way back several lessons ago. Nor do thoughts you think with the mind of God leave your mind, because thoughts do not leave their source. So again, we're taking something that we learned many lessons ago, bringing that thread of our spiritual tapestry forward and tying it back around. The Course is consistent. The message is repetitive. Thoughts do not leave their source. We are a thought within the mind of God. We cannot ever leave our source. Therefore, your thoughts are in the mind of God as you are. They are in your mind as well, where he is. As you are part of his mind, so are your thoughts part of his mind. This is concentric circles, one within the other within the other. God's mind, us within it, God's thoughts, our thoughts within God's thoughts. We are, again, so closely linked that God is as close to us as our next thought, our next breath, our next heartbeat. That is how we are never separated from our source. We are entwined, enveloped within God's mind. And this is what we need to realize. This is why God is the mind with which I think. I am enveloped, wrapped into the mind of God. I cannot be apart from him. The third paragraph says, where then are your real thoughts? Today we will attempt to reach them. So the practicing is going to be very much like it was yesterday. Again, doesn't say meditation. It truly is. We want to go down, sink down through the clouds of clutter of our egoic thoughts to reach where our true thoughts are within the mind of God. There are 3 5-minute practice periods, of course, hourly as well. The text says, we will not let the beliefs of the world tell us that what God would have us do is impossible. Instead, we will try to recognize that only what God would have us do is possible, because that is God's will. In the practicing, it tells us we're going to deny the world in favor of the truth. And the truth doesn't change, but this world is in constant flux. We want to reach that space of pure awareness, of truth, of love, of God. So we will understand that, what God would have us do is all that we will achieve, and it is guaranteed that we will achieve because it is indeed God's will. And it says there's every reason to feel confident that we will succeed today. It is the will of God. So as we go into the practice period, the meditation, sink in, and it says again to have a few relevant thoughts surrounded around the idea for today. Again, our minds are not completely untrained at this point. We are gathering up more and more course-related thoughts, and we will be surprised how many of them come to us and we reach to them. Oh yes, I know that, I've heard that. My real thoughts are in my mind. I would like to find them, is one of the prayer to go into the practicing. And then it says, and try to go past all the unreal thoughts that cover the truth in your mind, and then reach to the eternal, reach to our true thoughts, our real thoughts. God is the light in which I see. God is the mind in which I think. These are true thoughts that we will reach with this. And then this beautiful, beautiful paragraph, number 7, under the senseless thoughts and mad ideas with which you have cluttered up your mind are the thoughts that you thought with God in the beginning. In the beginning, we were a thought within the mind of God, and we still are. They are there in your mind now, completely unchanged. Truth doesn't change. It is changeless. The eternal does not change. It is changeless. They will always be in your mind exactly as they always were. Everything you have thought since then will change, but the foundation on which it rests is wholly changeless. Now that's WHOLLY, but it could also be HOLY. It is holy, it is complete, it is changeless. So we go into today's lesson, and it says, as we're approaching this, try to feel as though we are approaching an altar, a holy place where our thoughts abide. That is where we truly are going. We're going where we truly abide within the mind of God, and it is a whole and complete and holy place. This is where our practicing will take us today. Shorter practice periods, again, hourly. Just remind myself as often as I can that my mind is the mind, God is the mind with which I think, and that mind is whole and complete. That mind is serene and quiet and peaceful. That mind is filled with love, and that mind is a whole and healed mind. That's it for today. I hope it helped. So please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please pray. And it is in the world, the days of the calendar of days. That's it, the calendar of days. It is Saint Valentine's Day. I love the day dedicated to love, but why just one? Let it be every day. Namaste.